I'm not gonna explain FNAF to you. I know this is technically a video essay, but I'm still not gonna explain what FNAF is. I mean, I'll give you like a short sentence, like FNAF is a horror game where you sit in one spot and get attacked by animatronics. Yeah, that's basically all you need to know. And let's get on the stuff you actually want. The horrendous game known as Five Nights at Thomas's Anime Edition. And it's not just gonna be this, we're going to see the original to see how this version stacks up. Anyway, on to the actual game, I guess. Okay, first things first, the Thomas anime games may be a virus because my computer says this, which is kind of bad, and also for some reason, the save files are their own separate things, which doesn't make sense. Anyway, is the game good? It's a game, but to be honest, it doesn't really look that good and it's extremely boring. But the main problem is the art isn't really goofy enough to be silly and isn't really good enough to be quote-unquote attractive. So it doesn't really attract anybody to the game, and not to even speak about the gameplay, which is just this. And there you have it though, one of the only upsides of this game. They have actual jump scares, which, yeah, the jump scare sound effect is stolen from the original game. I mean, the game is extremely boring until like night 3 to night 4. I would say night 5, but I'm not sure if night 5 is even possible, and I don't want to check because I know what the ending is going to be. It's not going to be worse for this thing. And the final nail in this game's coffin is it has no voice calls. You wouldn't think that voice calls are important, but they are. Or, well, something, anything. Because if you're not going to add a new mechanic any nights, you need to have something else, which this game does not do. You don't get any. It's just silence and just this stupid coal sound effect. I literally can't see anything new here because there's nothing new here. It's literally all taken from other games. And that's the main problem with this, that there's nothing new to this. Why play this when you're a YouTuber when it looks so boring? Why play this when you want to play a cool game when there's nothing new here and it's so boring? Just play something else if you want to play something cool, I guess. Before you could see V2, we have to see the thing that started all of this. Five Nights at Thomas's original version. Anyway, if you look at this game, it looks kinda bad, but in a good kind of way, especially with the phone calls.
Hello and welcome to Thomas's Pizza Railway. I'll be your conductor, Sir Tom Hot. I'm here to fill you in on what you need to do for your job as a security guard at Thomas's Pizza Railway. Oh, and some other useful information that you may be able to use as... Oh, okay.
Okay, let's just skip this for the video's sake.
Oh god! Oh god! Close the door, make it too close! We're calling for
And you get one of those silly calls every night just so the gameplay doesn't get too boring. And there's also even like 2 lore pages which you find around like night 5. I mean, at least it's something that explains stuff. Yeah, you can click the other page by pressing the area. I'm not going to show you to it since I don't want to spoil everything in this video. I'm going to do a second video on like just these games, so I'm not going to show you the second page. You have to play it yourself to see that page, which is why I put the game in the description. Yay! Anyway, if you want more reasons why this game is better than the other one, I guess, that's kind of more scary. Also, I talked a lot more, probably because of the phone calls. I gave you something to talk about and got me into talking. So, yeah, it's usually better to have at least some sort of background noise or a phone call to make you, talk if you're like a YouTuber or something, It's good for YouTubers. Also, I'm just going to show you the night 5 phone call, but reversed normally. Okay, if you know what that said, please put it in the comments because I have no idea what that even was. Thomas. And before we go on to the second Thomas anime game, let's see my, what I said in game, because for the last game I said literally nothing, so I thought it'd be cool if I put some stuff I said while playing this game. Oh gosh, okay, that's really tight. Oh gosh, that was... yeah, that's the thing that's getting me coming all these nights. Top and hat, doing stupid stuff, like... You could actually have like a very bad FNAF fan game, but have really... The lines are funny, but I'm not listening to them for like... minutes on end. Why is he so aggressive? Thomas, stop. Thomas, please. I think I remember the old Thomas lore, like he killed his best friend who was making the train for him, and he's haunting the train or something. That's the best I could get. That is the best I could get from my old, crusty, dusty knowledge. Thomas, thank you. Finally, Thomas, took you long enough. Why are you doing this, Thomas? Let me live. Let me live my life, Thomas. It's like the 5 a.m. I'm not letting you go, Thomas. He murdered someone. He definitely murdered somebody. 100%. Haunted by the train. Oh gosh. That's basically all you're getting. You know, I really hate that there's like 3 games I'm gonna have to play that, like, actually no, 4 games. Well, that was cool. Anyway, let's go on to the anime game 2 now. So, the 1.0 of this game was, not really the best, but I wouldn't really play it if I wasn't making a video on it, but hopefully 2.0 is better, because 2.0 usually means better. It's not like it could get worse or anything. Oh. How did it get worse? Okay, if you look at this version of the game and the old version of the game, you see that this one is smaller for some reason. Don't know why, but they made it smaller. Look how small you are! So I'm just gonna zoom in this one, just cause, you know, who actually wants to look at this? Anyway, the game basically functions the same. Well, I mean, except you have to go left and right, which I guess is what they're trying to do to replace the cutscene that used to happen in the original game. Also, they still use the same Cole sound effect, which I absolutely hate, and they also had to end in like a honk, but you have to go all the way across the map to actually touch it, which why you usually put a honk like in between where you're usually going to go with your mouse, not all the way to the other side of the game. You're never going to interact with it ever if it's like that. Why? Also, the UI goes under the cage, which is kind of bad. Also, for some reason they decided to change this so Thomas leaves the instant you close the door instead of them staying for a bit, which makes the game less interesting. Other than that, the game is basically the same except it looks worse, and oh wait, there's a new entity here. I don't know what the name is here, since there's nothing here that really explains anything to you. You're just supposed to know what you're supposed to do. There's no explanation anywhere, no phone call, no nothing, no like text wall at least. Like, at least Post Shift 2 had a text wall, but this has nothing, so I have no idea what this mechanic does. What you're supposed to do is flash your light at it. Okay, I didn't know that at first, so I just kind of died and quit, so that's nice to know now. And they only appear on like night 5, so it's too late to actually make the game feel interesting, so they're just kind of there, I guess. Yeah, they don't really serve any purpose, and they don't make the game too interesting since they only appear on night 5, so yeah, there's not really anything good here. I could talk about the art, but it got worse somehow, and jump scares are, well, I don't think I'll be age restricted for showing them, but if I put the sound effects with them, I will, so I'm just gonna separate them, so, you know, just, you know. Also, I'm not going to show the sound effects because I've already pushed the envelope well enough. This game's probably made in Scratch because the UI moves when you move, and I've only seen that happen in like Scratch, so yeah, this game is made in Scratch, meaning I could have made a better game than this, which actually I'll show you later. Okay, now to check out the last game I'll be looking at this video, Dehydrated. I was originally going to check out all of the Five Nights at Thomas' games, but that would take way too long and be kind of annoying if Five Nights at Thomas had to share a spot with these games. So I'm just gonna make its own video. Anyway, let's go into Dehydrated. Wait, this is the Five Nights at Thomas' V2, so this means that it has no original things in it, except the honk. Like, that's the one original thing. And even the ghost thing appearing on night 5, that is in this game. So the reason that it wasn't in more nights is because this game doesn't have a night 6. So you mean this monster could have had more nights if there was a night 6 in this game. It's dumb. Okay, I mean, I'm not gonna be Dehydrated because I'm bad at this game. Maybe I'll come back to it in like the real Fanta Thomas's video, but like, dang, I'm not beating this game. It's way too hard for me. Anyway, we'll be back at it again soon. Wait, let me explain to you why these games suck, because they don't have any originality, and unless you're actually attracted to this, you're not really gonna play the games. Okay, there's a plane going overhead. Why is there a